I love the sound of the wind going through the trees. My family, my wife and kids, we used to live in a house that had trees across the street that did that, and we called it the dancing trees, because the wind would blow. You could go outside and you could just hear the wind going through the leaves, and it just it made a really cool sound, kind of like up here today on another hike, different place. And it reminds me of a story in 2 Samuel, where David is going out against the Philistines. Have come again to the valley of Rephaim, I think it is. And David does something that's so important, in that before he goes off in his own ability, his own, knowledge of warfare, it says that he inquires of the Lord. And that, I think, is so important in our lives, whenever we're doing anything, is to get God involved in what's happening, what's going on, that the help that we need, so that he can get involved and he can prepare the way for us. Because that's what happens. If you read the rest of the story, starting in chapter 5, verse 23, is David inquires of the Lord, and David said, should I go up straight towards them? And God says, no, you need to circle around, come up behind them, and then when you come up behind them, stop underneath the mulberry trees. And when you hear the sound of the trees rustling above you in the mulberry trees, and you hear the wind in the mulberry trees, then you will know that's the time to go, because I have gone before you. And I don't know, I just have always read that and taken that as it was like God's spirit, God's presence passed over David, went before him, and you could hear his presence go through the top of the trees, and God goes before him, and then David advances and, of course, conquers the Philistines. And I just think that's a really cool story, and something to remind us about, that when we have a relationship with our Heavenly Father through His Son Jesus, that no matter what we're facing, if it may feel like an army or whatever, I just encourage us that let's inquire of the Lord. Let's ask Him what His will is. How does He want us to approach, whatever the problem is, or just seeking His will for your future. Whatever your future is, inquire of the Lord and find out His heart for you and how He's going to help you. Because that's one thing about God, is God always is at the ready, always wanting to help. And so the next time you're facing something, inquire of the Lord, and let Him go before you, and see how victorious you will be. God bless you. Have a great day.